Your presence is a present.
How I'm present is when I see them struggling, see a change in their personality, I talk to them. I try to ask them what's going on.
Even when I don't have advice to offer, I just let them know I'm here to listen. I may not know how to fix it, but I'll try my hardest.
So I have a friend in my science class. He liked a girl, and he was so certain that this girl didn't like him, and they were really good friends, so he was scared that if he told her that he liked her, that their friendship would be ruined. One day, we were working on a project. He finished early, and he was staring out the window, and I was like, this is very out of the ordinary for him, so I just went up to him and I was like, what's wrong? Do you want to talk about it? I kept up with him because the process with this girl was a very long process, and I continue to talk to him about it.
I know one of my close friends, she just recently started a new relationship that her mom really doesn't support. So I know that's been pretty difficult for her to get through because she's trying to keep it a secret. I try to talk to her about it as much as I can. Every time I see her, I always ask her how she's doing and what kind of things that I need to do for her or help her with anything.
Friend was having a really tough time with her boyfriend, and he was just fussing about her spending so much time at work and school and everything. I literally got out of school, we went to Fort Wayne for a day, and we went shopping and we went out to eat, and later that night she was like, I just really needed this and I appreciated it so much. For me, it wasn't even a service, it was just something to do with my friend.
What helps us most mentally is just the sense of security, knowing that they're there and that it's a genuine relationship, because you would never share that information or even consider them a candidate to share that information if you didn't really think you knew who they were and that they would care about it.
I try my best to just, stay positive because I've been through stuff myself, and a lot of the times, I can relate to the things that they go through. I try to just lead by example, man, life is great, man. It's a gift. And you have it. So, even through all of the dark places and all of the hard things you have to go through, just keep your head up and keep smiling.
My friend, this is when my dad just passed away or whatever, so I wasn't really hanging out. But then I came around and she was kind of not coming around me. She was just kind of in her own little world, and people were telling me she's not really being herself, and I seen it. I felt it, but I didn't want to say anything. But then so one day I just was hey, let's hang out. And we hung out, and come to find out that her grandmother just passed away also. So it was my dad just passed away, her grandmother just passed away. And we just talked about it and shared how we felt and how did it just make us feel that they were gone and we didn't have anybody.
Checking in on friends is good. You can never really tell what underlying issues someone might have, which is why talking through things is kind of the best way to solve things.
I know that I try to make sure that I just simply ask them, how are you? And actually mean it and want to know, because it's really powerful when you just are concerned about someone's being and not just saying it as a casualty to be formal, but because you're actually concerned.
One girl in one of my classes at school, she would tell me when she was stressed out about certain things. I know there's been a couple of times in that class where she's sat at her desk and just almost started crying. She's like, Lauren, I'm not ready for this test. So I just tell her that she knows more than she thinks, and she just has to believe in herself and believe that she'll get that good grade. She said to me one day, she was having a really bad day. She said, Lauren, just seeing you today has made my day better. So I try to make people laugh, try to help them have a good time when they're stressed out. Just try to be there for them and be an encouraging shoulder to lean on.
So one thing that really impacted me was my friends. They were all the smart kids of the school. So on the weekends they thought, hey, we should be able to go out and party. I made sure they knew that if they were at a party and they made a bad decision, that I was there for them, that they could call me the second and I would travel 6 hours for them to go pick them up and take them back to their house and make sure that they're safe. Having that support is what's necessary to keep people alive.